Big goof. Sorry, she knocked my phone. You nutter rave. You nutter rave. She's so funny. Yeah. So I went back to the same championship show as at Friday, and I showed Giant Schnauzer. So first time showing a Giant Schnauzer, which is in the working group, and one open bitch and the bitch CC, and then reserve opposite sex. And yeah, this Schnauzer, she's not had an easy time, and she's had 2 years out of the ring. She's not a straightforward dog, and it's been spending some time with her, building up a relationship with her, and then going to a show today and doing excellently. So yeah, I'm really pleased with her. And that was this morning. My knee's still sore from blooming Tom running into my leg. Katniss! Ready? Ready? Whoa! Get the ball! Katniss, get the ball! You ready? Katniss! Katniss, ready? Go get it. Oh, you lazy toad! You lazy toad! Get it? Yeah, good girl! Ready? Get it. Katniss. Wow! I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get you. You won't have such a dramatic reaction as Raven. You go. Good girl. Yeah. I'm not quite sure with her season, and I keep saying this, but all the boys are taking more interest. I don't think she's quite standing yet, but I don't think she's far off, and I don't trust the boys to be around her. So right now we're on separate times out with her and the intact boys, and if I'm not in the house, we have like her in a crate in one room with some of the dogs for company, and then a door, a baby gate, and then the boys are in crates in the other room. So there's just barriers and layers of protection, so to speak. I just feel like that's a safe way of doing it. It's not an easy way of doing it, but yeah, Katniss needed a bit of a run, and now I'll be doing this run, and then I'll be back out with the boys. So I probably won't film a lot of this, because then I can swap and you can see some of the boys. Nala hasn't made it out with us, I don't think. Oh yeah, she's there. Hey Judith! Everybody loves the Judy. The Judy. And every time I go to a show, temperaments are a key problem, as well as some other structural things. But temperaments. So many nervous dogs. There's so many reactive dogs. Like, what the actual hell is going on? Why can't people actually realise that they're not choosing the right dog with the right temperament to go with their bitch, or vice versa, or whatever? Why is it about a ribbon? It could be the most perfect Dalmatian in the world that I absolutely adore, but I would not use it if it had a bad temperament. I couldn't. I absolutely couldn't. And then going out yesterday with meeting up with dogs we'd bred, and there's a big bunch of us, other dogs on the beach and on the paths and things like that, and we didn't have an issue. Now that to me is how it should be. Now then it got me thinking how many other people, how many other Dalmatian kennels could do the same. And I'm not talking about just dogs owned by them, because as you can see with my lot, they go out together all the time other than seasons. And it's meeting up with other dogs that you've bred, and some spaniel friends, for example. These guys regularly have my friends' dogs come here, so it's coming to their home as well. And it's not a bother. There's an intact male as part of it, and a now spayed female and an intact female. So that's a mixture in itself. And literally the only slight problem we had was with one dog who was a bit dominant with the other males. He wasn't reactive. He didn't come flying up reacting like you'd see at a dog show. He just was dominant when he realised there was boys around. Now, is it ideal? No, it's not ideal. But that is perfectly normal. So that to me is as far as it should ever go. And, he had a few warnings, wasn't listening. So his owner split off from the main group. Skylar came and joined us for the second half of the walk. So he wasn't behaving appropriately, so he couldn't come and play with all of his family. And that's the way it has to be, because you got to keep everyone safe on a group walk. And dogs are dogs, but he'd had his warnings and he wasn't listening. So, for that to be the only problem when we had 17 dogs out with us on a public nature reserve where there were other people walking, other people with dogs. There's often horses down there. And we were good. Like, how many other Dalmatian kennels could put their hand up and say that they could do that? Even not including Arthur, there were 4 intact males. 2 spayed females. The rest of the females were intact. People say that, same-sex aggression. Yes, some are, but the fact that so many aren't. I just feel like sometimes people use same-sex aggression as an excuse for just reactivity. Like, there was a same-sex aggressive bitch in the ring with us at the show. She was totally in control and she wasn't reacting. Would she have reacted if something had gone up to her face, another girl had gone up to her face? Of course she would have. That was her issue. But she wasn't going to cause a fight, cause a problem, reacting. That's what same-sex aggressive is. Reactivity is different. Reactivity is they see another dog and boom, they go. I just feel like I feel like I'm always banging on about temperaments, but I just don't understand why breeders don't see it as a big issue. Because they're knowledgeable, and they manage their dogs by keeping them on leads, by hiring secure fields and all the rest of it. But why should the general families, normal families who want a pet Dalmatian have to do that? Why can't they take their dog to the beach, take it to a cafe, take it to a pub, as long as they're all dog friendly, obviously. But why can't they go and do things like that with their dog? Why shouldn't they be able to, is more the thing. Why shouldn't they be able to do it? And it's because the breeders aren't choosing and selecting for temperament. And it drives me insane. When dogs are so nervous and scared in the ring, why can't the owners see that as a cruelty? Why? Why can't they, if they're so knowledgeable as they think they are, why can't they see that dog is nervous and scared and frightened? Why do you think flooding the exposure on that dog is going to cure its fear? And should you breed from a dog that's that fearful? You know, and it's bitches and dogs that are reacting like this. It's not just one gender. Why can't judges read a breed standard? It says the Dalmatians should be outgoing and friendly. It's not hard. That's the simplest part of the breed standard to understand. You know, people who don't even own a dog would understand that and would see a dog that won't be gone over, that's jumping around and shying around and spinning around to avoid a stranger touching them and going over them, like a judge, for example, as fearful. It's not on. And when you show other breeds as well, and you see other breeds and what is acceptable, you know, like a guarding breed, they can be funny. They don't like strangers. They're guard dogs, but they still stand to be gone over by a judge. So what is wrong with a Dalmatian, or what's acceptable about a Dalmatian not being gone over when it should be outgoing and friendly? You know, a lot of the other breeds, the guarding breeds, will be aloof with strangers. It'll be, you know, there's ways of approaching certain breeds because that's their nature, that's what they're bred for. You shouldn't have to think like that with a Dalmatian. You should just be able to walk up to it and stroke it. I just think we got to do better. Breeders have got to do better. You know, it's one thing you can say, like Whiskey, as his first ever show. And not only was it his first ever show, he was with Finn, who isn't even his owner. And he stood like that. He stood still, wagged his tail, happy, easy going. Didn't bat an eyelid to be gone over. None of our dogs did. None of our dogs do. Like, I just wish people would make better choices. You know, and it's not like it's just my dogs that I own, that I've bred, that are good to be gone over. It's all of them. So, anyway, I am going to shut up because I can, as you know, ramble on about this a lot. But, you know, from seeing a lot of Dalmatians on Friday to meeting up with a bunch of ours on the Saturday to then watching other breeds being shown today, it's such an eye-opener. Such an eye-opener. And it's funny when an all-round judge judges Dalmatians, how the results seem to flip, because they are judging their temperaments as well. They have actually read the breed standard when it says outgoing and friendly. Could be the best dog in the world. If it's nervous, it ain't a breeding candidate. And that's what showing is meant to be. You're meant to be assessing breeding dogs. So, sorry, I've ranted. And I've ranted for nearly 14 minutes. So, maybe I'll do a members video with the boys. But yeah, see you all soon. Bye.